Good afternoon, everyone. As you know, we've just come from a Security Council resolution a Security Council meeting where we voted on a resolution proposed by Russia. Let me say at the outset, the UK is in no doubt that there is a humanitarian crisis in Ukraine. We've seen the numbers of people fleeing from Ukraine, internally displaced, and the wider global impacts on food, energy and commodity prices. That's why the UK has already given £400 million to support the humanitarian effort. But the resolution that we saw today was a cynical effort by Russia to exploit the crisis which they have caused. Their resolution called for respect for international humanitarian law, but overlooked the fact that they are committing war crimes. Their resolution called for the protection of women and children, but overlooked the fact that they had bombed the hospital in Mariupol and the theatre in Mariupol. Their resolution called for a ceasefire, although we know that the last time they called for a ceasefire, Russia breached it within hours. Their resolution did not call for the one thing that would work, which is that Russia needs to stop its invasion of Ukraine. Thank you.
Ambassador, were you surprised by Chinese vote on this? This is a change of their position in support of Russian draft.
This is the first time that China has voted in support of a Russian draft on Ukraine since Russia invaded Ukraine. The ambassador gave an explanation of vote, and you'd need to talk to them about what led to that.
Ambassador, are you optimistic that you will get tomorrow 141 vote or more, given the fact that today the Security Council, 13 countries abstained? And also, how do you read the fact that Russia insisted on voting today, despite the fact that probably they knew, or do you think they underestimated the vote at the Security Council?
I think Russia has consistently misplayed its hand here and seriously underestimated the consequences of what it's done and the international perception of what it's done. They tabled this resolution over a week ago, and they kept it on the table and rolled it forward. And we saw the result today. Only one country supported Russia. And tomorrow, as I was clear in the General Assembly today, the UK will vote in support of Ukraine. They are the victims in this appalling invasion and the appalling humanitarian crisis, and they will be the ones that we will support in the General Assembly tomorrow, and we hope that many other countries will do so likewise. You've seen the number of co-sponsors from across the regions of the UN across the world, and I think that's a very important signal of how we see that. Thank you.